Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is almost Christmas time. So we are going to be testing out and reviewing, as well as offering a Christmas gift idea, as long as it's good. It is the BH Cosmetics Naughty and Nice collection. So if you want to see how the products work and what products I got, then just keep watching. So I'm sure there's more to this collection than what I have, but this is what I got. So I first saw these and was really excited. I like BH Cosmetics brushes. So this is there's Snowbody Like You Ho Ho Holidays 12-piece brush set. I will have it all linked down below. That retails for $28. And then we have two eyeshadow palettes. Here's where I got fooled. So I bought this all online. That's why I keep looking over. I'm looking at my phone of my receipt. So I bought this online and picked it up in store. And so I got this palette, which is the Naughty palette. And this one is 30 colors and retails for $29. Open that real quick. Actually, let me take this off so you don't see the glare. One shade kind of smeared everywhere. The purple got dug into. Okay, so here we go. This is the colors. So it is a pretty big palette. Like I said, it says 30 shades, retails for $29. So then I saw it had the opposite. It had the Nice palette. It did say it was less shades, that it was 16 shades. So about half the shades, but it had more like shimmers than this one did. This one does. Ew, that purple shade is literally getting everywhere. Oh, it was on this thing. Anyways, so it has a little over half, so one shade over half of the Naughty palette. But like I said, it has more shimmers, so I wanted this palette. It retails for $12, which is about half the price, right? So this big one is 30 shades and it's $29. The Nice palette is 16 shades, so just one over half of what this one is, and it's $12, which is slightly less than half in price, right? I had no idea it was gonna be this tiny. Look at it. Let's compare, okay? Hold on. Let me open this one again. Like, what? Oh gosh. I mean, I'll still use it. It's still really cute. So like, if you are a parent and you want to get like a stocking stuffer, I think this would be nice because it's still an eyeshadow palette, so it's still makeup, so it's nice, but it is very small and compact, but you still get 16 shades in this. Let me take this off real quick. So apparently, in BH's mind, it's better to be naughty than nice because you get a lot more for being naughty. That's funny. I mean, to be honest with you though, it is a really, really pretty palette. It is very, very small, but it is very, very pretty. So I'm excited. These shades down here is what really attracted me. They're so pretty. Let's swatch. Ooh, it's like a really pretty like icy. Should we just swatch a couple? Ooh, let's do that snow one. Oh, that one is like duochrome. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up. Can it? Come on. Anyways, that's this one. And then here's just a couple of other shimmer shades. So they look really nice. Sorry, I tend to talk as I do things, and then I edit the videos and I'm like, come on, they can't hear you. Shut up, stop moving, as I continue to do something. Good God. So my assumption is we're gonna do a nice mixture of these just to try out both palettes. Actually, I guess I'm not going anywhere, so I could do one eye and one eye. No, that's just so weird. Let's open this box up. Yay, it does. I was wondering if it came with the case or like the thing to sit it in. I wasn't really paying attention when I bought it. But it does. Oh, how cute. Oh my God, that's so adorable. It is like the rough glitter. Oh God, that is so cute. Okay, let's get the brushes out real quick. I don't want to take forever reviewing this because I don't want this video to be too long, so I realize if you're anything like me, you get too bored after a while, so we will speed these up. All right, I got them all out. So you have about 5 face brushes and 7 eye brushes. I also forgot to mention, because I didn't notice until now as I was putting them away, the inside of this is kind of like a faux leather. It's not leather, obviously it wouldn't be this priced, this cheap. But it's like almost faux leather, which is kind of nice because then they stick in there. All right, so let's go over the face brushes real quick. So you have just this really big, fluffy brush. It's pinched kind of at the barrel, so it is like slimmer, but it's also still fluffy, so I'd probably use this as bronzer personally. And then we have this nice like tapered brush, which I'd probably honestly use to set my under eye. And then we have a nice angle brush, which would be really nice for blush. Then we have this brush, which is probably good for highlighting. And then there's this brush, which I don't know what I would personally use it for. What do they call it? They just call it a dense shader brush, but I feel like this is too intense for your eye. Well, actually this might be good for something like a potted shadow, or like just buffing in an eyeshadow base or something. It is really thick, or maybe even like a nose contour. Then we have, it looks like 3 fluffy like blending brushes and a little pencil brush, smudger. Then we have a flat shader brush, another flat shader brush, but this one is definitely thick and flimsy, whereas this is more stiff and less brushes. Also, it's thinner. And then we have this guy, which is interesting. He's like a little baby fan. I guess that would be nice. I don't know what I would do with this. I'd probably use it down here. Anyways, that is the brushes and the eyeshadow palette. So let's go ahead and start using both of these. I'm gonna go ahead and just use what I typically do for my eyeshadow base, which is a concealer. So I'm just gonna use this one by ColourPop because it's just right next to me. All right, what do we want to start out with? We're gonna go in with the nice palette first and go in with this cookie shade. Where are you? Right here. I do find it funny that the small palette has a mirror and the big palette doesn't, but that's fine. So we're gonna go in with Cookie as our first transition shade. And oh my god, I was gonna grab a brush from over here. We're gonna put that in the crease just to kind of start all the transitions. I'm ready for Christmas. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I need to start Christmas shopping. So I was like, I figure other people might be in the same boat, so I'm gonna start coming up with some ideas of gifts you can get people. Do you see these shades? These are blending out amazing. Like the pigment, oh my gosh, I forgot how good their stuff is. I feel like people sit on BH Cosmetics. Like, that wasn't the right phrase I wanted to use. But I feel like their stuff is so good and I don't hear many people talk about it. So I'm gonna switch to the Naughty palette. However, I do notice this shade is very, very similar, kind of, to a shade in the Nice. So if you decide you just want the Nice palette, you can get something close to this. So if you decide not to, and you do this, you could probably do a mixture of Mold and Yuletide to get this color. But then next I'm gonna go in with Brick, which is like this dark maroony purpley shade. Burgundy, that's the color. And then the shade Brandy in the Nice palette is similar, but it's not exact. Brandy is a lot more deep and dark than Brick is. There's the two side by side. So you're not gonna get the exact look, but if you wanted to just get one of the palettes over the other one, you could probably get similar at least. We're gonna go in with another brush of theirs. And so far, at least this brush worked really nice. So we're gonna go in with Brick and put it in the same area, just a little bit lower. I'm gonna go vampy, like dark maroon on this. I should be wearing a different shirt, but that's fine. That is a pretty color. Okay, with that shade, there is for sure a lot of kickback on the palette if that is something you're concerned with. Oh my gosh, I love that color. My battery's about to die. So we might just cut to the next shadow with a different battery. Okay, so yeah, my camera did die. As I did this, I noticed that there actually is an exact match in here. The next shade we are gonna go in with is Nutcracker right here, which is just a dark burgundy, which actually I think is the same as Brandy in this palette. See them? So this palette does not have a brick shade, but if you wanted to, you could attempt to mix like Jolly and Ginger Snap, but Jolly is sparkly. But we're gonna go in with Nutcracker and or Brick. They literally look identical. And I'm gonna go in with the pencil brush, and I'm just gonna put that in the crease to deepen it up. So for the lid shade, there is not really much close to it. We are going to go in, ooh, bitch, with Chestnuts. Okay, come on. There we go. This is the shade we're gonna go in with. Can I have my light back? Thanks. So there isn't really an exact shade in that if you're wanting to kind of mimic it, but there is like, there's a shade in here called Elf, which is kind of similar to it. However, Chestnut has a brown undertone. This is very maroon, but you could try putting a brown underneath and then putting this on top to kind of get similar. Obviously, you can just do separate looks. I'm just mentioning it in case you were trying to decide between the two but want to recreate this look. We're gonna attempt to use a brush. I highly doubt it's gonna work. We'll probably need to use my finger, but we're gonna try. So let's just use the flat shader brush it comes with. Oh yeah, nothing's picking up. Okay, finger it is. Ooh, that is a weird texture. Oh, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Oh, you can't even see. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. So this literally feels like straight glitter. Like, I feel the roughness, the particles. So I probably should have put down a glitter glue and felt that beforehand, but we didn't. So this is where we're at. It's okay. Are other ones like that? Oh, Jingle Balls. Jingle Bells is like that. It's so pretty. But the other ones are actual shadows. So 2 shades in the Naughty palette are actual glitters, it feels like. So that would be the one we're doing now, which is the Chestnuts. And then this one up here, Jingle Bells, the gold one, is also like that. Whereas like these other ones are actual like just shimmered eyeshadows, but you can feel it, like when you touch it, it's rough. So I probably should have put something else under and put a glitter glue down, but at this point it's too late, so we're just gonna match this side. But it is sticking on its own, which is nice, but it makes sense why it wouldn't pick up. Okay, so that I do have fallout, but honestly not too much, which I am impressed with. Like the other shades I don't have fallout, it's just of course the glitter. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face off camera. I will use the face brushes, but again, I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm not gonna show you me doing my face. I'll just come back and explain how the brushes worked or performed. So we will be right back. Okay, so now that my face is done, the powder I used is like sitting really weird. Like it's really glowy. I didn't even bother with highlight because it's so glowy. All right, let's go ahead and do my lower lash line. So we're gonna go back in with the Nutcracker shade and just run that along my lower lash line. And then we're gonna go in with the Cookie shade in this palette that we started with. And I don't have any more brushes in this set, so I'm just gonna use a different one to buff out the edge. I figured out a way to use this brush. We're gonna use this as a brow bone highlight. So we're gonna go in with the shade Cheers up here, there we go, to highlight the brow bone. And I'm also gonna highlight the inner corner, but I have to use a different brush for that. Ooh, that like digs into the shade. Okay. Okay, all right, I mean, it gets there, it just kind of digs into the shadow a little. And then I'm gonna use a different brush to highlight the inner corner with that same shade. Oh, it's turning goldy. Okay, cute. Let me put mascara and lips on real quick and then we will talk about everything. Okay, So this is the finished look. Hopefully the lip matches. I can't tell very well. I used the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk and the lipstick in Pillow Talk. Let's talk about everything. The brush set I think is really, really nice. The eyeshadows performed, or the eyeshadow brushes performed really nicely. I used these brushes, the bronzer, I used this for blush, and I used this for under eyes. Felt like they all worked really nicely. So there was only 4 brushes that I did not use. I think the set is really good and definitely worth your money. I mean, you even get a nice stand that they come in, and it's only $28. Like, for sure, worth your money. Palettes. Obviously, this is worth your money. It's $29 for 30 shades. Like, that's really nicely priced. Also, these shades worked really, really nicely. I'm excited to try using like the greens and some other different options, but I think this is a really nice palette. This one, again, I mean, it's tiny. They're really, really freaking small shades, but I really think it's worth your money. It's $12, and the shadows both performed awesome. This one, like I said before, I think would be a great stocking stuffer, and then this would be just a nice actual like present, and they're very, very affordable, but really good quality. So if you guys want me to do other products to test, you know, if you're thinking of giving it as gifts, let me know in the comments and I'll find them and purchase them most likely. So yeah, that is all I have for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.